What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a video that you might say, really? This again? Yeah, this again. Because is Juve support or Comoli support, Chiellini support, Alcon support, and Tudor fake or real? And based on the news, it's kind of fake. It's not real. And that's the reality. And it's not a good reality, but it needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. And also, there needs to be some clarity because they met, Comoli met Tudor, and they talked a little bit. And the news came out. And well, Tudor's chances of staying are rising, and so other reports were saying he's staying now confirmed, and all good and well. And I was like, cool, finally clarity. Do I think Tudor is the guy that can win us stuff or let us compete? Absolutely not. And I like him, but I don't think he's good enough to compete with other coaches, etc. And I was like, but man, at least there's clarity. And then you read the articles and there's no clarity at all because the articles, it's good, the title, but within the article, it says for now, it says they just met and, initial feeling was positive, and he will go to the Club World Cup and then we will see because the sporting director, this is not confirmed Tudor is staying, because as long as he is on that prove me, it is a prove us wrong type of contract, there's no trust, there's no real belief, there's no way to actually move forward. Because if you want to keep Tudor and you actually want to trust him, and it goes against everything I believe when it comes to Tudor, you need to hand him out a new deal just to make a statement. And you might say you are insane, you don't like Tudor and you need to hand him out a new deal. I'm going to explain why after the intro. But before we do that, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I think this is a massive topic that needs to be discussed before going into the season, actually. Before prepping for a real decent or good season. So hit the like button and let's talk about it. I said hand him a new deal. Very simple. Do I believe in Tudor? No. Short term? No. Long term? No. I don't. I do not believe in him short term or long term. I've said that and I'm gonna stick with that. I hope he proves me wrong, but I don't see it competing with the guys in the league. However, as a club, Comoli, you come in and you want to make a statement, it's you, Tudor. You make that statement by doing a proper deal, not letting him on that. You get us on top four, it gets automatic renewed. We have a clause to cut ties with you and pay you off a little bit. Otherwise, you will have a 1-year deal plus that's not a deal that screams we have faith in you. Because if you keep that deal in place, then it screams prove us wrong. And if not, you're gone. That's a wrong way to start the season for two reasons. One, if you go to the World Cup with Tudor, you need to stick with Tudor. You cannot go 2 weeks in the Club World Cup, sack Tudor, players go on 2 weeks of holidays, they come back in preseason, new coach, new players, and all over again. It's insane. It's actually insane. Whatever happens at the Club World Cup, even if you lose 3 times, I don't care. I don't care. You make that decision right now. You need to stick with that decision. Otherwise, it becomes extremely messy, considering we don't even have a sporting director and nobody knows. How are you going to plan for transfer in that case? It's actually ridiculous because the new coach wants to see his players before he makes a decision. It's a mess. That's one reason. And two, being Tudor, how can you have authority over the players, and how are the players going to look at Tudor knowing that, and everybody knows that, and you feel that? If we feel that as fans, then why wouldn't the players feel that if something goes south, it's you, it's not us again, it's you that's going to lose his job really, really quickly because of the fact that you're not the coach of these people. These people came in late and that didn't give him enough time to find the manager they want, or Conte and Gasperini were already too advanced in negotiations with other teams. How are you going to scream authority? How are you going to look those players in the eyes if something goes wrong and these players who have already proven are going to fight for you? It's a wrong way to, it's like in a normal day job, and you go to a job and you get not a contract, like you sign a deal and you can get sacked, but you sign that deal. That's over here. But there are also contracts, like we said, it's for 2-3 months and then it potentially get renewed. Let's say you go into work and you have a 1 month prove me right kind of contract. Your boss comes out and said, fantastic job this month. We're going to extend that for another month. You're like, you know what? Maybe that's how it works. And then it's like, we're going to extend it for 6 months. And then it's another 6 months. But never does he come out and says, sign the paper, done. You're officially working here. Not 1 month contract, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. It's the same thing. It's about principles. It's about setting a statement and making it clear you believe in something. Because right now, I'm having the feeling, and I'm probably not the only one, going into the season where it's like, we're going to give it a shot. If it goes south, then we pull the trigger really quickly. We change coach. We throw it all over again. And I'm like, the fact that that's a possibility, a real possibility, the fact that it's up in the air still is not a good sign. It's actually a very, very bad sign. I feel for Tudor in this situation. I do a little bit, because it's like you fail to get your targets. Now make that officially that he is going to be the coach. And we do actually believe him. And we are going to back him, because he's going to need to be back, on a technical area with players and in the backroom staff as well. Make that statement clear. But because we're changing so much, and it's a new sporting director, it's a new this, and who the hell is going to be the scouting, and what's Canavino going to do, what is Chiellini really going to do? It's so much. It feels like, man, you're here, Tudor. We're just going to keep you for now, because we're changing so much, and it's too much. Let us settle. Let's do some transfers, and that's also a thing I'm scared about. You're going to do transfers, and then you change coach again because it doesn't go your way, and you're again with a group of players the new coach doesn't like, he didn't pick. Mid-season, he's going to need to adjust. Like, it feels all a bit glued together with with some, glue you use when you're in kindergarten, the fake glue. It sticks for an hour and then it falls apart, When you pick it up, it falls apart, It feels like that. It's not legit, it's not solid, and it's still a possibility that he can even go after a Club World Cup. Until they make it official, it's still up in the air, and I do not like that. Despite having my preferences to not continue with him, I do not like that there's so much uncertainty and everything can still happen. That's a wrong way to go into a season, in my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you think. Do you think he will be confirmed and, the club will back him with a new deal? Because this deal, it screams we don't really believe in you. Or do you just believe in Tudor? Give me those reasons. And please do not say the players, like him, because I don't care what these players think. They can like whatever they want. They have nothing to say after the performances they put in, over the years. They have nothing to say, So let me know in the comments, like the video, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow.